Hey everyone, Thomas here once again with another reaction, and today I got a good old buddy of mine joining in.
Hey guys, for those of you who don't know, all my past reactions with him were sadly lost forever when his channel got hacked by that damn Elon Musk impersonator, but now with the old and with the new, now it's time to react to the top 11 Tom and Jerry episodes.
Yeah, I actually grew up with Tom and Jerry, so I know a lot of these, but honestly, don't remember much. But it's gonna be good to go back to some nostalgia here today.
Yep. And by the way, guys, for my own channel, I have a top 10 episodes of Tintin, Malcolm in the Middle, and the top 10 episodes of the Twilight Zone reboot, so for Halloween.
So, without any further ado, let's check out Tom and Jerry and relive the magic. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Go check out my channel and my buddy VC's. Let's go. I would say, this one's been really short lately. I've been saying this before, but you'll see the cutoff.
I don't get why you recording first just like commercials, but sorry.
Yes, so. Yeah, or just trying to get to the action more. There we go.
First, there was darkness. Then there was shingles.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, God! Oh!
Yeah,
I
pretty
recently
gross.
reacted to the bean,
truth
so I
is,
know
the
where
pain
that's
hurt
from.
so much I couldn't shave my head or put on my hat and glasses. It's bizarre.
That bad?
But even that ain't gonna keep me from getting y'all a Nostalgia Critic video this week. So, in this
That's good.
audio-only vid, we're gonna talk about something we've talked about a lot on this channel, Tom and Jerry. We've talked
You know,
about the
surprisingly, he hasn't
good, the
done a top
bad,
11 in
and
a long
the...
time, has he?
I know.
Jesus.
He's one of his most
We
recent
never
ones
narrowed
before this.
down
Like, he
what
was
the
just kind of tired of
absolute
doing
best
them,
of
so
the
he decided
best
to win
is
unless
when
there's
it
something
comes
he
to the
absolutely wanted
iconic
to
duo.
do.
With so
Fair
much
enough.
And this makes sense,
writing,
'cause
creative
he's, like,
slapstick,
fucking
and
obsessed with the
blood-curdling
show.
screams. It's strange to
Point
think I
made.
never just sat down and listed what I thought were the best shorts of this timeless team-up. So, because even on a sick day I want to work, I'm going to give you what I think is the
dedication.
top 11 best shorts. Why top 11?
Fantastic,
'Cause
since
I'm
I tried
sick.
with
Okay,
COVID.
I'll get you a review next week. This is the top 11 best Tom and Jerry episodes.
Oh, let's see the magic. First up,
Number 11. The Flying Cat.
AKA
Too
Cats
much
Learns
to say
to Fly.
about this one apart
Never
from
heard of this
it's
one.
just funny. Tom tries to gobble up a house canary, but when Jerry saves him from his clutches, Tom improvises turning a girdle into a pair of wings. This idea is simple.
real reason
yet
for that is
creative.
that
We've seen
tall-ass
plenty of cartoons that
birdhouse.
invents something that
Yep.
makes them fly, but something about Tom with those pink wings really seems to stay with people. Anyone who sees this episode remembers it. Part of
think
that
it's
too
just
is
the
the
impossible
slapstick
physics
is
of it
just
all,
done
you
great.
know?
I mean,
Tom's
it's
expressions
cartoons,
whenever
what do you
something goes
expect
wrong
me?
are delightfully
Fair, but
clueless.
still. Oh, there's this. Whoop. Out
Sound
you
effects
go.
every time he's hit are creatively painful.
Floating
Tom in the air sets up a lot of inventive scenarios.
I can kind of tell
The short also has a lot of good build-up.
Fair.
With Tom
Doesn't mean it's
slowly
bad, but-
approaching Jerry, from the music
Dun-dun.
holding on this one suspenseful note until Tom's completely off frame.
Oh. See ya.
Also, I don't know about you, but my nether regions hurt like hell whenever I watch this.
This is why Tom
God,
can't
they
be a
all have
dad.
genitalia. Their screams would
Probably,
be very
but I
high-pitched.
don't.
Not too much
That
else
was
to
a high
talk
one.
about. It's just a solid short with some solid laughs.
Pretty much.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just
Yeah.
multiple hearing.
It's okay, no worries, Bob. And I gotta say, those were some pretty big hits, especially the tree one. Youch!
Well, again, like the NC had said in a video about like why Tom and Jerry were genius, part of what made them so funny was because they always felt so solid. So whenever they hit something, it left like a huge imprint. You really felt the weight of the object that hit them. So,
True, physics be damned in these cases, huh?
well, unless it's convenient to a comedy.
True. Anyway, next up.
Number 10.
Next up, from Flight
The Night
to
Before
Christmas.
This is
Oh,
one
this
of their
is- I
earlier
remember.
shorts, so you'll notice their design. And
Well, I'm surprised they
even
didn't add
screams are
Santa
a
to
little
this in a
different.
way. You know?
Truth be told, the slapstick is only okay in this one, as they were still trying to find their footing. But honestly, it still
yeah,
has
definitely
some
an
good
early days,
animation,
considering
all
our-
around good atmosphere. Jerry starts
Yeah, this
playing
is
with
before,
toys under
like,
the
when they
tree on
looked more like
Christmas
really
Eve,
old, not
resulting in
making no
Tom
sounds.
chasing him down. After a lot back and forth shenanigans, Tom throws him out of the
lock him
house
out?
into a snowstorm, and in a rather sweet moment, he fears for his safety. He leaves the door open, hoping he'll find his way back, and when he doesn't, he goes searching for him on his own.
Yep,
It's one of the few
and a
times
Jerry
in the
popsicle.
Hanna-Barbera days the two really end up caring about each other in a way that's
I think
done
the
right.
first one I
And it
remember
results in a
seeing was
fair
Tom
amount
and
of
Jerry
heart.
actually teaming up
The
against
backgrounds
Spike,
are
if I
also
remember correctly,
gorgeous
you know?
in this, really giving the short
I
an
think
elegant
I'm
and
pretty
warm
sure it was
feel.
in
When you're
1940,
outside,
and
you
it was
really
long before
feel
this
the bitter
one. I think it
cold,
was
and when you're
called-
inside, the heat of the fire
remember,
comes
I think it
across
was
so
called Ted
strong
Jimmy,
you
to be
practically
honest, or
feel
something
warmed
like
up
that.
yourself. On top
Yeah,
of
that's
that,
the one
there's
I
just
first remember
Christmas
seeing.
everywhere in this.
At least
The
the old days,
imagery,
you know?
the constant choir singing
This was
carols.
definitely a 19. Oh, I
And
remember.
of course, the spirit of caring at the end. Well, not one
True.
of the
I
funnier
mean,
ones.
does carry
it
the
is
Christmas
one of
spirit
the
in
more
this one, huh?
emotional ones. It makes you want to snuggle up under a blanket and watch it with a warm cup of hot chocolate, with an
Amen.
occasional electric current here and there.
Like so.
It's good, holiday-friendly stuff.
Oh. Good Christmas one, but
Number
let's see,
9.
next up, number 9. Let's see what we got.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, I
Oh,
remember this one.
Dives
too.
into the mad scientist tropes that were so popular.
Try to
at the
poison
time.
him, but
Jerry
only
keeps
makes
stealing
him
Tom's
stronger.
milk no matter how many times he hides it. Tom gets his revenge though
I
by
had to go
putting
with
in,
it, you know?
I don't know, chemicals
It's
that
the
are that
acid,
different from what we put in
mothballs, I
milk.
think.
Resulting
Yeah, those
in,
are the chemicals
you
you put in
know,
milk
the
these days, come to
opposite
think of
reaction.
it.
Yep. Mini Hercules here. God
Jerry
damn.
becomes stronger than ever, but it has a limited
Again,
lifespan,
temporary,
meaning he
'cause-
has to keep juicing in order to keep kicking Tom's ass.
Potion.
Nice twist. Jerry makes the same concoction, but when Tom steals it and drinks
Oh,
it, it has the same effect, making
But-
him the size Jerry was when he took it. In fact,
Yep.
it works too well, making him smaller and
Oh,
smaller to where
we
Jerry
hit.
can whoop him without the milk roids.
So, notice he has a
The
fly swatter with a
slapstick
lot of
being on
holes in
point,
there.
There's a ton of fun little
Well,
details.
things work on regular
As mentioned
flies.
before, there's a
Yeah,
lot
fair.
of
Not
trademarks
that
of old
smart.
mad scientists and monster movies, incorporating a lot of shadow work, puffs of smoke with bubbling liquids, and inventive transformations.
that.
All they have to do is make Jerry drink this stuff and grow muscles. But instead, he goes through this weird process that's like starting
It
up
also
a
sounds
car
like a
with an
car,
engine
yeah.
that's
It was
about
like.
to explode.
Yeah, see?
Even the way Jerry walks with the slow musical score is very reminiscent
I
of
thought in the olden
giant,
days, like-
towering threats
Yep,
walking
Superman
slowly
reference.
towards their prey.
I thought old days they
It's
couldn't
funnier
just like
because
pull up
he
sound
isn't
effects on the
towering over
computers. They
Tom
had to
at
like
all.
actually make them like I think they actually broke glass or like.
Oh, yeah, and the
wire
paper
they
just
pull up on.
paper.
Exactly.
For its little touches or bombastic violence, this cartoon
Yeah,
is both
true.
the civilized
Definitely a
and
turn
beastly side
tables
of
on
Xavier's cover.
Tom there. All throughout the end, huh? All right.
Number 8. Jerry's cousin.
Oh my love.
Oh,
This is
the
one of my
tough boy.
favorite Tom and
Look how
Jerry
many
characters, and
cats
for
he
whatever
got, like
reason,
7
he's
of them.
only used in this one episode.
Yeah, it's
Muscles
must-
is
Look,
Jerry's
look.
incredibly fit cousin, whom just so happens to look exactly like him. When Tom's antics are getting too much for Jerry, he reaches out to Muscles
Usually
for
that's
help.
surprising,
and,
you know?
surprisingly,
Tom's
they
able-
don't do
Jerry's
the
able to
switch
hit his
identity
own,
scenario.
you
Not until the end, at least.
Well,
Muscles beats
it's
the shit out of
about-
Tom, and every time he
Boom.
tries to fight back or even build his own muscle, he gets his ass handed.
Whoop.
After recruiting cats from a Norm Macdonald movie and still losing, Tom surrenders unaware that Jerry has finally taken his
Is
place
that
at
bad
the end.
taste seeing how he passed
The overall
away?
attitude of this episode
Nah.
is great,
Yeah, I don't know.
and so much of that comes from the over-the-top tough guy
No
routine.
kidding.
Muscles is just a great
And his
character.
voice,
His
too.
design
Definitely
is great
gets a
despite him
Brooklyn
looking
accents
like
in there,
Jerry
huh?
with a chipmunk shirt. I don't know why cartoon rodents wear these. And his voice?
Listen, pussycat, don't
See?
let me catch
That's
you
definitely
picking on
Brooklyn.
my little cousin
You know?
while I'm
Yeah,
around.
my can.
I don't
That or
even
Chicago,
know
I
what
don't
that
know.
voice
Hard to
is,
tell.
but I love it.
Relax, cousin. Nothing's gonna happen.
It's like Terry Malloy.
And
who's
volleyball
played by
drops on
Harvey
him, if I
Fierstein.
remember correctly
Everything
in the
about
short.
this character is hilarious.
He does kind of sound like Harry Firestein a little
Along.
bit. Or Harvey Firestein.
These hit
kinda
cats
does.
are also pretty great, despite only having a few seconds
Yeah,
of
and
screen.
actually, he does have the album The
Yeah.
Chipmunks color. Like, look, red, blue,
Yeah.
green.
What a quinky dink.
Okay.
I feel like every
Oh,
new
boy, we
character
got a
you
job
just
to do.
get right away because of how comedically fast they have to get them across. You instantly understand their identity in a few seconds. Obviously, the violence
the
centering
doom,
around both
boom,
the
boom,
on-screen
boom.
and off-screen strength of Muscles is what makes it so uniquely fun.
Did I just see that Oasis named I think?
I feel I feel like they could have done more with
get
this
it.
guy in a similar vein, like
Street
what they
Fighter
did
reference.
with Droopy suddenly becoming strong when he
Well,
gets
probably
angry
not a
and beats
coincidence.
somebody up.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
I'll
like
look back
Popeye
on that
Spinach,
story
like
to
he's
see if I
Jerry's
did see
last
that
minute
right.
solution, or they could have played with some creative ways to actually defeat him.
No,
like maybe
just
Tom comes up with a
straightforward.
concoction
Cousin
like from the last
defending
one
the
we were
cousin,
talking
you know?
about. I don't know. I just feel like there's so many opportunities with this guy.
Like I said,
Still,
bowling
I
ball out
think
of
that was
nowhere.
pretty great and led to one hell of a
I think
funny episode.
Muscles actually did return, but he was actually Jerry's enemy, ironically.
Yeah.
Tom
Really?
and Jerry the Magic Ring, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was in a pet
yeah.
store and he was in a cage, and Muscles was actually a bully to Jerry in that one. Like, hey, look, he was the new kid. Let's beat him up. But thankfully,
Again, the movies don't really follow a lot of continuity. Actually, I don't think Tom and Jerry ever has a continuity. You know, they just pretty much just put those two characters in whatever situation they want and just say, go nuts on each other and others.
I know, but just to do that to Muscles, though, I mean, he was like so close to Jerry, and then they kind of make him a bad guy.
Again, they don't think they really gave a hoot about continuity. Kind of like Rick and Morty sometimes, you know?
Fair points.
Anyway, let's get back to it. 7, coming up.
Number 7,
Cousin 2?
Mice Follies. Yeah, I had to work in at least one episode.
We're
with something there. Boy,
slipping
I was
on
gotta
the
make up
ice.
for what they did with them later. The slapstick and humor
Yeah,
are
not
all on point.
Nightmare
That's
Fuel.
not what makes this short
But
stand
it's
out. What
but
makes
it's
it
hilarious.
stand out is
Nightmare
the
Fuel.
surprisingly simple
That is the best
beauty
part
of
of that
it.
awful movie.
Jerry and Tuffy fill the
Fair.
kitchen with water and then freeze it by rewiring
goodbye,
the
ice
fridge.
bill.
This turns the entire
or
room
water
into
bill,
a
I
skating
think.
rink, which naturally Tom chases them around. There's been a lot of
After getting
skating
some ice
scenarios
skates.
in cartoons before, but this time they take to really letting you enjoy the creativity and, in a strange
Also, the
way,
fact that
wonder
they just
of this
ended it
setup.
with like just
and it is
raising
really
it back and
appreciated.
forth, I think.
Even just filling
So
the
it is
kitchen
there.
with water, they really let you enjoy both what a silly but also kind of whimsical
It's not
visual
really like a
this is.
thought process,
With
like,
music
hey,
playing
let's
a
go
big
ice
part in
skating.
pulling
Oh,
you
we
in.
can't. So we'll just do this. But no, it's just straight to this. Like, what are they doing?
Speaking of music, I think
it
every
gives you
kid
guessing
immediately
until it's like,
recognizes
you
the
know,
Sleeping Beauty
boom,
ballet.
ice
from-
skating.
well,
I'm sure there's more
Sleeping Beauty.
explanation in the. I'm so sorry. Very careful.
Well,
don't
yes,
want to
most
see the
kids
sewer
are
ass.
probably going to
Fair.
think of that first. It's hard to think of another piece of
It's
music
still-
that would make this feel
for the
as
mice to be able
weirdly
to like
elegant.
skate on
Just
their
look at the
own
image
without
of
like
this
ice
frozen
skates. That's
kitchen.
actually kind of
Almost like
impressive,
a
you know?
surreal painting you'd see in a museum.
Plus, they're animals.
And when the action
Again,
gets
I mean,
going, it's
Tom
still
couldn't,
really fun.
you know?
But the punch
I mean,
is
he had
still
to get the ice
jolting
skates to
Tom
do
out
that,
of his
you know?
sense of worth.
Right.
And one of my
Ooh.
favorite reactions with him flying into the
See
basement
ya!
and readying his revenge.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I love how you have to piece together what happened.
Nuts.
He dived headfirst into a bucket. It was so hard
Probably.
he burst a hole in it. He turned himself right side up, unable to get it off, and just kept it on as a metal skirt, I guess. And grabbed a weapon to
Probably.
fight
Suits
back
him
on
well.
his way upstairs.
It's like,
The
I'm
expression
gonna
on his
murder
face
you.
is definitely
He's got
one
that
that has
look in his
gone through
eye.
all that.
Ooh. Oh,
Ending on what I
Just,
consider
uh,
another classic visual with Tom
there we
getting
go.
frozen today. Hey,
Hey!
two callbacks.
Another callback.
This is both a very funny and surprisingly kind of enchanting animated short.
yeah. Tom's like, God damn it. Gotta love it when Tom
Number
just
6.
eats his comeuppance.
Jerry and the Lion.
Oh, this I
Lion
remember.
escapes the circus
I
and
haven't seen
befriends
this one,
Jerry, hoping
actually.
he can get him home to the jungle. Jerry agrees, but only after he helps to take out another feline who has a talent
Well,
of
it was
interrupting
feeding
play.
then.
This
had
one is
to,
funny
you know.
for all the reasons you'd think it'd be funny. The lion, I swear, must have been loosely inspired by Wizard of Oz with his voice
I mean,
and
can
demeanor.
his
Yet
voice,
he still
yeah.
comes across enough as his own unique
He looks
character,
like
and
it.
not a
To the
rip.
jungle.
Let's just
So you help
Like,
me
Jason.
get back to the jungle, please?
See?
Yeah, that's
Jerry and him
definitely
make a
Bert
good team
Lee or
up as
whatever
Tom
his
is
name
never
was. who
sure
played
if it's
Lion.
actually a lion in
Yeah.
his house,
Or
or
it
if
sounds
Jerry
like him.
somehow became
fine.
miraculously strong.
Could be either or. Out
There's
the
a lot of
door.
classic staples you'd associate with the best Tom and Jerry jokes, like Tom holding his chin out defiantly urging to be hit, only to get exactly what he asked for.
Bonk.
How can you not laugh at that face of
He's
undiluted
such a cocky
cockiness?
smart-ass
just
He's like,
begging
yep,
to
definitely
be
punch me.
obliterated? It plays in proportions, surprising both the
Oh yeah,
foil and
like
the audience.
the lion in there.
And it has one of the
That got
funniest combinations.
Actually,
of
remember there was,
Tom
like, an
scream
elephant
when he
episode with
thinks
that.
He's cornered Jerry in a closet, not knowing the
Heard
lion
that
is
somewhere. I
with
think
him.
maybe that was.
No, like, there was like a baby elephant. I think the
First
baby elephant
initial
was in there
smack sounds
after
so surprised,
Jerry
let
painted
down,
him.
and
But looked like
painful
him,
all
you know?
in one
Well, I
grunt.
haven't seen this show, actually, so I don't know for a fact.
It ends with Jerry putting the lion on a boat to Africa, and though brief, you do feel a legit friendship between these two as, once again, the beautiful
Yeah.
background and somber music leaves us on a bittersweet,
Yeah,
but still kind of nice
He
moment.
held his promise.
Goodbye. Goodbye, pal. So long.
Adieu.
It's a funny
Parting
short
is
with
What a
such
boss.
deep sorrow.
timing, and a whole
We
bunch
want
of
to vote.
hilarious yells.
Along with the elves. Friendly line there. I'm still
Number
on
five.
like standby in case there's a commercial we have to do. Hey, wait, number 5?
Heavenly Puss.
Oh,
Oh,
I knew
that's
this
the one
was
you were
gonna.
talking about
One
last
of the
time.
darkest
Yeah.
episodes.
Tom going to
It
heaven.
literally opens with
I think
Tom
I should remember
dying
him covering
and
that
going
on,
to
like,
heaven, being
Dark
told that if
Tunes.
he
He
doesn't
did.
get forgiveness from the one he wronged, being Jerry,
AKA Jerry.
he'll burn in hell for all eternity.
Jeez, Tom's face
This
right
could be
there is
played
like,
for laughs,
oh
and
dear
it's a
God.
cartoon it is.
Pause it for a
There's
second.
also a lot of
But sure, yeah.
Something about the short that really interested me was, I don't know if you like read the Bible or not, but heaven is rarely depicted as offering a second chance when you're dead. If your name's not in the book of life, then, oh, see ya, damn you to hell. But no, this is very rare. Like, they're like, okay, we'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give you 1 hour. If you can get your victim's forgiveness in 1 hour before the train leaves, you can get in. That's just awesome. Like, if there is a heaven, I really hope it works that way.
Though,
not
notice like it was an hour specifically. Like normally, if a situation like this, they get more time, like a day or a week, but an hour. God damn.
Well, an hour is typically a frequent deadline movies. 1 hour for the polyjuice potion, 1 hour for find their friends to the water, 1 hour to deliver the money in Pelham 1, 2, 3, 1 hour to locate the mixed up files, 1 hour.
But I mean, that was more build up to like the climax. This, I don't know. Just you think I would have given him like a little more time? Maybe like an extra hour or two, but still pretty harsh.
Well, then again, that was because the train was set to leave in 1 hour for Cat Heaven, so it wasn't necessarily the signed deadline. That was just that was just when they were heading off to Cat Heaven. So if he could make it in time, is I think the reason.
Oh, so basically, sign it or not getting on the last train, and down you go.
Pretty much.
Anyway, back to it.
Heavy and even disturbing moments. Probably the most
Oh, yeah,
unsettling
true.
one being a bag
The other
of
cat's,
drowned
like,
kittens
bitten,
making their
drowned.
way to the pearly gates.
Actually, I wonder if we'll see those
What
triplets
some people
shorts.
won't
God damn, Tom and
I remember
Jerry.
those triplets were
It
pretty
even
much
ends
a
with
menace to
Tom
both
not
and Jerry.
making it in time and going to hell.
Well, it still was wrong to round him off.
This short ain't
Sounds
fooling
like the
around.
owner of that new movie,
Well,
Strays.
kidding.
actually, it
Spoiler.
was all a dream.
Yeah,
But still, if you're a kid watching, this isn't the
Yeah,
usual
you
fare you'd
don't even
expect out of
realize
Tom
this
and
is a
Jerry.
dream. Like,
Hurry, Tom. Hurry.
It does result
It's
in a
like
nice
kind of
enough
a
ending.
normal
Of course,
day
there are the usual
for
follies,
us, but
there's also
back
a little
then,
bit more weight to
no.
this one. There's a legit sense of dread.
You didn't even
hoping
get
Tom
the
gets
idea that it
Jerry's
was like a,
forgiveness while hopping through a series
Well,
of what
I've
should
had
be
nice-
simple hoops, like Jerry not believing
Well,
him
maybe
or
it's a
even
sign
just a
from
pen
God,
not
maybe saying,
working.
hey, you need
But in the
something
moment,
to
these
addict to
seconds
Jerry,
are
or this is
literally
your fate.
defining his
Maybe you can
life.
put a dream.
probably.
That part always
The fact
creeped
that
me out as
does
a kid,
take a
like
more
when he
somber
was
tone
the
is
train was-
interesting, though. Even this train conductor doesn't really have a silly or zany voice. It's
No,
more
it's,
of a
like,
kind,
taken seriously.
elderly angel who
He's like the
really wants Tom to
gatekeeper, St.
succeed,
Peter.
but knows he had several
played by Billy
chances while he was
Fletcher, who
living as
was-
well.
You heard
With
Jim
a record
Cummings?
like that, I can't let you through. I'm sorry, Tom. If you can obtain
Wow.
the signature of that little
record.
mouse, you will be permitted to pass.
It's a different kind of feel, but it is still
Oh,
Tom
he's
and
like,
Jerry. Despite it getting so
Like,
heavy,
he
it's
tried.
quite
Thomas.
distracting. If you haven't checked this one out, there's a sure chance in hell you'll find it interesting.
Yep, I mean, if you want to get traumatized with Tom and Jerry, probably a good one, Well, probably. Not sure if you would get traumatized, but
Number 4,
hope you don't. Next up.
Mouse in Manhattan.
Oh,
This is another
yeah,
one
I
that
remember
relies
Jerry
less
going
on
to Manhattan
slapstick
for this
and more
one.
on atmosphere.
Huh, I'd not
If Jerry
heard of
decides
this
he's
one.
done fighting
Let's
with
see,
Tom
it's
in the
like-
middle of nowhere
Yep,
and
Jerry's
makes his
done
way
with
to the
those
big
small
city,
town and
only
going
to
big
find out
city
it's
lights.
not everything it's cracked up to be. This obviously has a tip of the hat to the town mouse and the country mouse, with Jerry entering a world he thinks he'll adore but ends up getting swallowed up by it and yearning for his original home. Tom
Pretty
only
much.
shows up at the beginning
Also,
and ends,
notice the
focusing
mailbox
mainly
to
on
the
Jerry's
RFD.
adventure.
What that
But its
meant.
visual storytelling told through the stylized
me.
backgrounds, elegant music, and
Franklin
Jerry's
D.
expressions
Roosevelt's
really do
maybe-
make it a magical
know.
yet still
That's
threatening
RFD,
journey.
not FDR.
The city is made to look so
Actually,
grand.
it's
and
kind of interesting.
beautiful,
We both
really
see like the
capturing
highlights,
artistry
kind of
of
the
many
city
beautiful
slums in this one.
landmarks.
The
It
highlights
also
from the
has that
fancy
sense of
dresses
foreboding,
and the
like
alley
something
cats
is
with,
lurking in the shadows and
the
can
sun,
get you
see?
at any moment.
It does look pretty good though. Like
Those evil eyes.
Definitely a short
sheesh.
you watch for how
Don't see
visually
that with those.
pleasing it is as opposed to the humor, which is not to say it doesn't have
Yeah,
its fun
definitely
moments.
Jerry getting a culture shock here in a way. Oh, and that red eye, like, whoa.
Honestly, this whole short is worth it just to look at the backgrounds
Herb.
alone. with the
I don't
colors
think he
that
meant
both
to.
leap out at
He's
you,
running
but
away
feel
from something.
comfortably
I don't know
so.
what happened.
You can't say this doesn't capture the size and awe, but also intensity and mayhem of a major
Yeah,
city.
it's like there's no way he's surviving that fall. Wrong tracks!
So he survived being hit by a
I
train
really
once
enjoyed
and
too
then
when he
tried
returns and he
suicide.
bumps his head on the
Dunk.
Home Sweet Home sign and smiles, as if to say, yeah, it's not perfect, but that's part of what makes it home.
Home's make
It's a nice little
Home's
touch.
where you make it, you know? And
Nope, that's not necessary anymore. Still staying.
It's a
True.
great short.
I
I guess-
guess notice Tom was
Great
like
music
asleep
and
the
an
whole thing.
obvious,
I feel like
but still admirable.
when he woke up with Tom or Jerry kissing him, he's like, what did I miss? Step number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, so for Manhattan
Cat
Trip's
Concerto.
fight.
This is the Tom and Jerry
Oh,
cartoon that won
yeah.
them an Academy Award.
This is a classic.
And not without controversy. We'll get to that in a bit. The setup, once again, is very simple. Tom is playing Hungarian Rhapsody for a packed house, but Jerry lives inside the piano and starts messing up his
Also,
performance
yeah,
due to Tom
Jerry
interrupting
lives in
his
some
nap.
weird places.
This is one where the
you know?
timing and music take center stage. The way they take this piece of music and animate it to comedic violence goes hand in mousetrap.
Right on the finger. Just... It's
As the
almost
piece keeps
impressive.
building, so
Like,
does
the music
slapstick,
doesn't really stop.
resulting in a great
in a way,
third
you know?
act where Jerry
That's
takes
what makes it
over
funny.
playing and traps
True.
Tom in a loop where he just keeps trying to end the piece, but Jerry keeps starting it over. It's both great to watch and great to listen to.
He just looks like he's pissed. Like, yeah,
And-
I'll teach you the rest of my mask.
It's
Again!
almost like a comedic fantasia working in elegant animation that matches every beat of the music except when it needs to break off to get a laugh.
He's like, can't get me.
If you
Wacko's
want
wish
how
use
well
that
this is
like
done,
music for
look
their
at
songs.
another short that was
Yeah,
nominated
okay,
the
do-
same year for an Academy Award with the exact same premise but
Okay,
from a
consider-
different studio, Rhapsody Rabbit. Just about everything about this
Oh, yeah,
setup
this
is
look
the
kinda
same,
similar.
including the music. The only difference is, thankfully, the jokes. To this day, nobody knows if this was plagiarism or coincidence. And while neither director
I say
accused the
coincidence,
other of
you know?
thievery, Joseph Barbera did
Maybe.
famously bring up
It
that
does
Tom and
seem
Jerry
wrong.
fighting this scenario makes sense.
To each their own, as they
What's
say.
a
you know?
rabbit doing with a mouse?
Yeah, I mean,
There's a
when
good
are
video by Tomb
I mean,
Raider
aren't rats and
discussing
rabbits
the
both
controversy
rodents?
you should check out. And while I do like Rhapsody Rabbit a lot,
mean-
there's no contest. Cat Concerto is definitely done better. The jokes feel more
Yeah,
natural
fair.
and organic,
I mean, the-
not just with the
I don't
cat
think
and
in the
mouse
rat- in
team
the
up,
rabbit
but
one was
also in the
kinda
way they're
heard that
naturally
often.
structured and
You
build
know?
upon each other. Bugs Bunny ends with the mouse pulling out a mini piano to best him. It's not nearly as clever as
Yeah.
Jerry forcing
Yeah.
Tom to play the
Honestly,
finale
Cat Concerto
over and
really
over to death just because it's
over-
artistically
Improved
pleasing.
it, you know? And just look at Tom. It's like,
Amazing music and
this
amazing
sucks.
animation with an amazing
and
coincidence.
And coincidence.
yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Number 2.
All right, round 2.
Number
Here we
2.
go. What's gonna make the runner-up
Saturday
spot?
Evening Puss.
So we're just done with phrasing,
Yeah,
right?
phrasing.
That's not a thing anymore.
Bob,
This was
is that Bob or-
almost
Bob
number
Elder?
one
Wait, I
for
was
me,
gonna
but
say,
the top
wasn't this
spot
the-
is just a little bit better.
Oh, this
Just
one.
to
The
give you an
party
idea
one.
about how
Oh,
absolutely
yeah, I remember.
hilarious
Look,
this
the
is.
four of them just
Again,
just
kind
partying
of
it out.
depending on which one
See?
you see. Again, we'll get to that in a bit. Tom's
Really?
owner goes out for the night,
Yep.
allowing him to throw a party,
Look,
once again
party
waking up Jerry
time!
from his slumber. Obviously, he tries to put a stop to the noise, and hijinks ensue.
Yep.
I think this was also
Zany
before like
imagery,
teens had like
slapstick,
wild
and
parties
voice acting
thing.
all take center
That's
yeah,
kind
stage.
of
to each their own. I
Not
think.
only do they find clever ways to play instruments that aren't normally instruments, as well as visually show
What
how
music are
Jerry
they
is being
even
driven
playing?
nuts
I always
by
wondered
all
about that. You
But
know?
we get to hear some of the funniest gibberish out of Jerry.
That is
Of course,
funny.
a
Yeah,
plethora
like
of
you're just
palpable
like you can tell what's playing, but you're just not sure what he's actually saying.
The party
you know?
environment is a
You
lot
get it,
of
just,
fun and keeps the
He's
energy
basically
high,
saying,
but
"Shut that
by
up,
far
fuck."
what cements
Probably.
this as a classic is the ending. Jerry calls the
Yeah,
owner,
calls
letting
him
her
up.
know what's going on, and all that has
Look
to
at that.
happen is
Is
she
that a poker
returns
game?
home and throws them
Probably.
out. 1, 2, done. Honestly, just this edit would be totally serviceable.
Also, I think that was actually used later
But
on.
that's not what
One of
happened.
the cats said that
This is
during
a
the
joke that
film
builds
you mentioned.
upon
Oh,
itself
excuse
so much, I
me.
actually have to count the layers to
You know?
it.
Ooh,
There's her
layers.
getting a call and rushing out. There's
So
her
that's
running
a-
so fast she makes a car engine noise.
Yeah, vroom.
She's pissed.
So,
So pissed she doesn't burst through
did
the
you
door, but
see-
rather
it was
with
like
the door.
noticeably-
There's Tom and the others so clueless, they just open the door like any other guest.
Hi.
There's the combination of her reaction and their reaction. There's Tom trying to
Also,
close the door thinking that'll save him. There's the owner so
there's
filled
some,
with
like,
anger that the
blackface on
door
that one?
breaks through her arm.
I think we
There's
see
her
an
arm
inch
stopping
of
Tom from
face,
leaving.
but
There's a
I never saw her
massacre
face
she's
in, like,
unloading on them that's so big you can see it from far away. There's them getting kicked
Surprisingly,
out of the
we don't really
house.
see
And
her.
finally there's them
I think
getting
she was
hit
there at
so
the
hard
beginning,
they
but
form a
I
totem.
haven't really seen her since,
That's
you know?
11 layers of
little bit of
comedy
this.
in a span of 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, the blackface here.
Goddamn phenomenal. And the sad thing is,
Oh yeah,
this
Cherry
isn't the
wants he
ending
thinks he's
everybody
got peace,
sees.
but nope.
It's hard to sum up
Starts
quickly,
back
but
up.
Tom's owner is a racial caricature of the time. Hell, her name is Mammy Two Shoes. While there were
Mammy
many
Two
worse
Shoes?
depictions
Huh.
in cartoons, even in Tom
Yeah.
and Jerry, admittedly this caricature doesn't have the best history. So in the 60s, they
fair.
replaced her with a white girl. And I do mean girl. She looks like the babysitter from another Tom and Jerry cartoon. And they
Oh,
switched
yeah,
out
I
the
think I
voice with
remember that.
a little.
June Foray. And by God, even though I love June Foray, this is just not as funny. If you
Yep,
want
that's
something
June Foray.
really
That's
confusing. I
funny.
remember seeing a version of this where it's the
Honestly,
white
I
girl
think
with the
if
black
it was a
woman's voice.
caricature, it just kind of felt good, you know?
At my house?
Yeah, it was bizarre. The original voice of Tom's owner is Lillian Randolph. You may remember from
Randolph.
It's a Wonderful
You're right.
Life. Years later,
also
Whoopi
played another
Goldberg
black
did
nanny
a
in
really
the
great
Little Lulu
DVD
shorts.
introduction talking about why erasing her performance, though a caricature, was not the right way to go about it. I definitely recommend checking that out if you haven't.
Yeah, honestly, I think they tweaked
Removing
the design
Mammy
a bit
Two
to
Shoes
make
from
it,
this
like, less of
collection
a stereotype.
would be
They
the
would've
same
gotten
as
it, you know?
pretending that she never
Yeah, I mean,
existed.
Ron's just,
A
like,
part of our
completely-
history that cannot and should not be ignored.
I'm
True.
definitely not going to
Like I said,
pretend
it
I'm an
could've been
expert in
done
what's
better,
ethically right
but
in all
then
this,
again,
but I will say
product of the
Randolph's
time,
acting
which,
is
honestly,
10 times
I
funnier.
would've loved to
And
see
not
more
because of a
of her, you know?
stereotyping, but
I mean,
because she
just the
made us
personality of it
identify
all,
with
you
the
know?
anger
Up here for
anyone
like a
would have
big
had.
business executive.
Whatever version you see,
True.
this has some of the funniest stuff in any Tom and Jerry cartoon. It's zany, violent, musical, imaginative, and with an 11-layer joke, how can that not be high up on a top 11 list?
Yeah, Jerry will never get a wink of sleep.
Before I get to number one, it
Oh,
probably goes
there's
without
some
saying
honorable
there's a ton of
Crap
great
Happy,
runs.
Truth Hurts. Oh, I
All
remember
these
that one.
cartoons
Oh,
are worth
it's
checking
Wiz,
out once you finish
my
up these
baby.
episodes.
I remember
If
that
you've
one.
missed any of these, you're missing something really great.
Amen.
With that said,
All right, here we go.
the
Number one.
greatest Tom and Jerry episode is
See ya.
Mouse Trouble.
Huh?
This is the most generic title for the most generic
Yeah,
scenario of
I
what
think I
should
remember this
be
one.
the most
There's
generic
a lot of memes from this
episode.
one.
Pulls
Oh,
out, in
you
my opinion, the
believe
biggest
it.
laughs of any Tom and Jerry
Oh
show.
yeah, just the
The
gun
premise
just goes
is so
around.
basic. Tom is reading a
You'll
book
see
about
this.
how to
You'll see the
trap
look.
mice, and he tries every one of them on Jerry. That's
But,
it.
yeah,
it's
they
the
don't
most
ever
bare
work.
bones Tom and Jerry short you can
Look.
imagine, but it
Well,
does it
Tom's
better
still more lucky
than
than Wile E.
any of the
Coyote.
previous.
Like, at least he's sometimes
The
twins.
timing, sound
Well,
effects,
keywords sometimes,
screams,
but not in
expressions,
this case.
it's all done to perfection. If someone has never seen a Tom and Jerry cartoon before, this is the one to show them.
Right in the eye.
The best and strangest running joke started in this one. When the book says a corner mouse never fights.
Oh
and
yeah,
Tom
here we
gets
go.
beaten
This
up,
is the one I
he
was talking
says,
about. Look. Don't you believe it?
Why did he say it like that? This is a character that barely
yeah, no
talks, and
kidding.
out of nowhere, they make him sound like a drunk demon for no reason. It's so strange and random, it
I mean,
feels
that
like a
sounds
Ren and
demonic in a
Stimpy
way,
joke.
but-
Recognize this?
Oh, yeah,
meme?
that's-
It also comes
that's
from
what I was
here.
talking about.
To
Right
make
there,
it funnier,
see?
when the gun goes off, he spends the rest of his time with this red toupee. That could work for just the next
Oh, yeah,
cutaway joke,
usually
but
they
he keeps
regrow,
it
but
throughout the
not here.
entire thing. That's dedication.
Just see the
Sound
redhead.
editing is some of the best in any of these cartoons. Like when he tries to lure Jerry into his mouth with this wind-up toy.
But generally, virtuals and
I think that was voiced by Sarah Brenner, this
Ouch.
40s
She built
actress
so
who's
much,
kind of
just
like Lady
losing a
Gaga
tooth after
40s.
eating that toy is enough to finally push him past his breaking point.
oh yeah, he tears out the book after this. Cool.
There's a bunch of great little details in this, like the
mouse
names
house.
of the romantic restaurant or some of these explosions.
Blockbuster.
Oh yeah,
my
the
God.
ending of
These
it
are
all.
the
Just the
funniest
amount of
sounds
explosions.
Tom
Like, he
has
tried, he was
ever
like,
made.
I'm done.
Bill Hanna famously did all of Tom's screams and yells, and this is
Nice.
hands down the best collection of them.
Oh yeah. Jeez, just the pins there. Remember that bit? Yeah. Jeez. Honestly, the GIF one was actually pretty a good one.
In
you
my
know?
opinion,
Just, like,
the
amount of pins.
funniest Tom
Jerry looks
yell
in,
of
just like,
all time.
"Grr."
It's when he
You got a
sets up
doctor
a
in the
bear
house?
trap only to have Jerry place
know?
it behind
I guess
him.
even he
And
has
the
been
best
hurt.
thing is, it's broken up into two parts.
He sounds like the dog, like Mugger, I think.
There is
I
so
think it's just the
much
muffling,
pain
just
in that
muffling
yell,
noises.
and the muffle heard through the wall while he's still
Yeah,
clearly in
so
pain
loud.
from that thing. I'm sorry. I achieve comedy
has to
nirvana
hurt.
every time I hear this. In fact, play it again.
I guess even he can laugh at this stuff, huh?
You can't get lightning in a bottle, but man, you can
This
record
is
pure
definitely
joy in a
close.
moment. And this is that moment.
One more for the road, I guess.
Oh, shit, I'm
You done?
What can I say?
Oh, yeah, there.
This
That's
is
the
Tom
thing.
and Jerry.
Like, all
it's
that explosion.
everything
I think
Tom
it took
and
out the
Jerry
whole house,
is.
and yet
Just a cat
Jerry and the
trying to catch a
mouse
mouse
was
done
so
to perfection.
standing, you know?
There's others that are more artistically pleasing or reveal more character or tell a little bit more of a story, but
Oh, and
if
that's
you were to
yours.
say point to the best Tom and Jerry cartoon, the funniest one that also sums up
Yeah,
exactly
this
what
one.
it is at its core, this has to be my number one choice.
Simple
it's
yet
hilarious.
fun to watch,
It's
you know?
hilarious. God damn it. It's
It's
hilarious.
hilarious.
It is
Oh, yeah, see?
absolute perfection.
Like I said, whole house gone except for Jerry.
Tom's actually dead. At least he made it to heaven this time.
Probably not, but
With that said,
How about said you got
humor is
kicked out as soon as
subjective,
you realized
so
you
do
destroyed
you
the house
agree
with
with
humans?
my list?
now the hell do you
If not,
go?
What are your all-time favorite Tom and Jerry cartoons? What are some of your favorite
Honestly, there were
all-time
a lot
Tom
I
and Jerry
can't
moments?
remember.
Let me know in the comments down below and keep reminding people why this iconic duo is still so goddamn funny.
Amen.
I'm a Nostalgia Critic, and I'll be better.
Yeah, hopefully recover from those shingles, eh, buddy?
One more time.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, God!
Yikes, that's bad.
Let's see what it's.
So long, cousin.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you did
kept
that.
that one.
Don't you believe it?
Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't do the, oh, you know, the loud scream from back to the,
Oh, yeah, would have been a good one too.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
Definitely some good ones back then, huh?
it's kind of nice to see him doing it and see You notice how when I do a top 10 though, like for the numbers, I try to have it tied to like the theme of that episode to give a clue. I wish he would do that.
I mean, sometimes you can have a great list without following the theme, or just choose the ones that personally like you best.
That's true, I guess.
Well, anyway, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And thanks for joining me as always, VC. Go check out his channel, and don't worry, I'll pay up for Hilda's therapy after the Teletubby incident.
Ooh, you better.
Anyway, till next time, guys. See you for the next one. Good night.